When I was a child of only 7, Christ appeared to me in heavenly vision and took me on a vast journey through time and space, and I saw things past, present, and things that are still to be. And during that time, I felt I got a general direction for my life and my ministry, but in the 74 years since, there have been a few unexpected twists and turns.
Beginning at age 7, Bob began to preach to adult audiences. The notoriety of a small child speaking with the authority of an adult attracted great crowds, and over the next years, he traveled across America in citywide crusades. At the age of 18, God thrust Bob into a ministry of missionary evangelism, which took him around the world in massive crusades. And then in 1965, directed he and his family to establish a ministry to the Muslim world of the Middle East. Perhaps the biggest moment in Bob's life, however, came when he was just past 50. While managing a Bible printing ministry called Life Publishers, Bob received a vision of Satan's plan to destroy an entire generation by attacking the children and youth of the world. What Bob saw broke his heart, and for days he was weeping for the next generation. As he sought God, asking how he should respond to the vision, he heard the voice of the Lord saying, "The only thing that overcomes lies is truth. My word is truth. I want you to take my word to the children and youth of the world, and you will do it through leaders."
Where do you start when given such direction? I decided to get the names of the 50 most powerful leaders in every Spanish-speaking country. Then we embossed their names in gold on a beautiful Vita study Bible and began to present them, challenging the leaders to seek direction from God's Word. And then the invitation came from the Minister of Education in El Salvador. Could we provide God's Word to every child in every school of his country?
Thus began the ministry that is today known as One Hope, with a mission to reach every child with God's Word. The first book of hope was distributed to every child in El Salvador in 1987. Now 31 years later, One Hope has more than 300 contextualized programs active in 122 countries. As of this date, over 1,300,000,000 have received God's Word. Through more than a dozen innovative mediums, each program uses culturally relevant and age-appropriate products to engage each child with the person of Jesus through God's Word. Whether it's taking the Bible app for kids to restricted and persecuted nations, or launching a leadership program in Africa, the heart of the message always remains the same: God's Word for every child. Through the ministry of One Hope, Bob and his wife Helen work tirelessly to tell each and every child about the love of Jesus, never losing sight of his God-given vision. This year, through the partnership of thousands of churches and ministries, One Hope will deliver the hope of God's Word to 112 million children and youth worldwide.
It's because of the faithfulness and dedication of church partners that the vision, God's Word every child, is becoming a reality. I think of the 112 million children and youth this year who will be reached with the gospel in a way they can understand, and it moves my heart. I see each of their individual faces, and I know all our effort is worth it for that one child who will discover Jesus for the very first time.